What's up, y'all? Yeah, I'm on my way to try to see if I can get me a burger and some fried chili cheese fries. I know I shouldn't be eating it this late, but I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat that. Um, I wanted to talk about this once I got home later on today, but it is just on my mind. Um, Shakana and Tiny no longer friends. Are you surprised? Are you really surprised? Because I'm not. I'm not shocked at all. From my very first video that got what, over 11,000 views, the very first video that I made with T.I. and Tiny, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Allegedly, Shakana and Tiny are no longer friends. They unfollowed each other. Really? Are you really surprised? Because I'm not. You know, she should have kept her mouth shut. Shakana, like I told you. Okay, Sabrina came out and said all that stuff. Shakana still should have kept her mouth shut. She should have kept her mouth shut. Let Sabrina do whatever she want to do. And, tend to Tiny and T.I. Tiny especially because that's her friend behind closed doors. And discuss or handle whatever you guys want to do behind closed doors. But going to allegedly everybody's platform to continue to talk about the situation to make it worse. Are you really surprised? Are you really surprised? Allegedly, yeah, Shakana supposedly was going to different platforms, still talking about the situation. And allegedly what got Shakana messed up with her mouth, because that's why I said Shakana should have just been quiet. That old video she made at the beginning, hollering about everything Sabrina was doing and all of this and all of that. Allegedly, Sabrina pressed charges on that ass. And I seen a video with Shakana talking about how she had court fees and all that stuff, and she learned her lesson. She gonna keep her mouth. You should have been kept your mouth shut. We tried to tell you. I'm pretty sure you ran across my video. We tried to tell you, shut your mouth. If you wanted to handle this situation, it should have been behind closed doors with Tiny as your friend. And T.I. as well, but Tiny's your friend, and you discuss those what you have on your mind behind closed doors with them. You don't go to different platforms talking about it, making the whole situation a lot worse. Should have just kept your mouth shut. Now you had to deal with the consequences of going to court and all that stuff because allegedly Sabrina pressed charges on that ass. So you should have just. And that was probably her whole thing. She knew how you was. She knew if she said what she was going to say, you was going to come out and go off. That was probably, I'm not saying this is true. But I'm just looking at it from my perspective. That was probably the whole ideal for her to do that so that you could come out and lash out, so that she could press charges on you for defamation of character. You know what I'm saying? You just never know how people may set up things. You know what I'm saying? Life is like chess. It is. It really is. Mentally, it's like chess. It's like chess. And you got to be smart. And you have to be able to try and outsmart when you come into difficult situations to make things better for you. Sometimes you have to outsmart the situation or do what you can do. But in this situation, you should have just kept your mouth shut and behind closed doors, you talk to T.I. and Tiny. You don't go back and forth with the enemy. For what? Especially if they're trying to set you up to get you in more trouble and make you look more bad. But see, I understand. You weren't trying to go for all of that. You know what I'm saying? You want to defend for yourself, Shakana. I understand all that. But guess what? You defended yourself in the wrong way and boom. You got caught up. She pressed charges. You had to pay the court fees, do all that. And then gonna come out and say, I learned my lesson, I should shut my mouth. We tried to tell you. So, yeah, I'm not surprised. And I may talk about a little bit more about this later. But this is just something that I wanted to talk about now. We tried to tell you. You know what I mean? Put this thing up here if I can. Hold on, y'all. My phone up here. Yeah. But we tried to tell you, girl. I can't even get this thing on the hook. You should have just kept your mouth shut. I think that would have been the better option. You know what I mean? Instead of, doing what you did. So, and then allegedly y'all unfollowed each other. I mean, I don't know what to say. But that I'm not surprised about it. I'm really not.